Break free from your erroneous zones and transform your life. Do you feel like something is holding you back from being completely happy? Have you noticed that sometimes your own mind seems to be your worst enemy? Maybe you feel guilty about past mistakes, worried about the future, afraid of failure, or constantly seeking approval from others. If any of this sounds familiar, this video is for you. Today, we're diving into Your Erroneous Zones by Dyer, a life-changing book that has helped millions break free from negative thought patterns and take control over their emotions and decisions. Get ready to discover how to release the mental chains that hold you back and start living with true freedom and happiness. What are erroneous zones? Erroneous zones are thought patterns and behaviors that prevent us from being happy and living in peace with ourselves. They are beliefs and ideas that have been ingrained in us from childhood and that we often accept without questioning. Dyer teaches us that our happiness doesn't depend on what happens to us, but on how we interpret what happens. In other words, the power to be happy lies within us, but we often give it away to external factors like others' opinions, the past, or future worries. The key to overcoming these erroneous zones is to take full responsibility for our lives and emotions. No one can make us feel a certain way without our permission. The control of our happiness has always been in our hands. The main erroneous zones and how to overcome them. 1. Guilt and worry. Living outside of the present. Guilt keeps us tied to the past, making us relive mistakes and regrets over and over. Worry, on the other hand, pulls us into the future, fearing things that often never even happen. Both emotions rob us of the present and drown us in anxiety. Dyer reminds us that the past no longer exists and the future has yet to come. We only have the present moment, and the time to act is now. How to break free from guilt and worry. Accept that the past cannot be changed. Learning from mistakes is helpful, but punishing yourself isn't. Face your worries with action. If something worries you, instead of stressing, ask yourself, what can I do about it right now? If the answer is nothing, then let it go. 2. The need for approval. The poison of insecurity. From a young age, we've been taught to seek validation from others. We feel good when someone compliments us, but we crumble when faced with criticism. This behavior makes us dependent on others' opinions and prevents us from living authentically. Dyer teaches us that we don't need others' approval to feel valuable. Living to please everyone is a recipe for frustration. How to overcome the need for approval. Accept that you can't please everyone, and that's okay. Stop seeking external validation. The only opinion that truly matters is yours. Learn to say no without guilt. You don't have to do things just to please others. 3. The fear of failure. The trap of inaction. Many times, we avoid doing new things because we're afraid of making mistakes or being judged. However, what we call failure is just a learning experience on the path to success. Dyer reminds us that failures are opportunities for growth. Every successful person has failed many times before achieving their goals. How to overcome the fear of failure. Change your perception of failure. It's not the end, but just another step towards your goal. Action over analysis. Stop thinking so much and start acting. Remember, it's better to try and fail than to never try and wonder what could have been. 4. Procrastination, the enemy of progress. Waiting for the perfect moment is an excuse that keeps us stuck. The perfect moment doesn't exist. And if you keep waiting, you might spend your entire life doing nothing. How to overcome procrastination. Start now, even with small steps. Action breeds more action. Eliminate excuses. Ask yourself, am I procrastinating for a real reason or just out of fear? Commit to yourself. Write down your goals and work towards them every single day. 5. Emotional dependency. The illusion of needing someone else to be happy. Many people believe they need someone else to feel complete. This thought is dangerous because it makes us dependent and prevents us from developing self-love. Dyer reminds us that no one can make us happy except ourselves. If we're not happy alone, we won't be happy in a relationship or with others. How to overcome emotional dependency. Develop self-love. Learn to enjoy your own company. Don't place your happiness in someone else's hands. True happiness comes from within. Remember, relationships should add to your happiness, not fill a void. How to transform your life. If you want to break free from your erroneous zones and live a more fulfilled life, follow these principles. Live in the present. Stop worrying about what happened or what might happen. Take responsibility for your happiness. No one else can make you happy but you. Dare to be authentic. Stop living to please others. Act without fear. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Make action a habit. The best time to start is now. Closing remarks. Your Erroneous Zones is a guide to eliminating limiting thoughts and living with more freedom and happiness. The key is changing our mindset and taking responsibility for our lives. Which of these erroneous zones has impacted you the most? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more personal growth content. See you in the next video.